Peace, y'all. Welcome to the video. My name is Aquatius. It's a Super Auto Pets Monday. I'm all geeked out, man. I just opened this beautiful Cosmic Rainbow C4. I'm gearing up to drinking them again because I want the sponsorship. But right now, today, in this moment, we're worried about the weekly pack in Super Auto Pets. They just dropped another edition of it. So I'm going to show you guys how to get a 10 win this week. If you guys enjoyed the video, make sure you guys leave a like, comment, Super Auto Pets if you made it this far into the video. I didn't have anything ready to say. My credentials for this weekly have already been a couple of games. So I noticed that the red panda was in this pack, and there's a pet that I'm missing an achievement for. This vampire squid, I think it's called. Its ability doesn't do Jack Johnson reference, by the way, doesn't do Jack Johnson at all for getting us a 10 win. But I started trying to get the red panda and trying to change it to the vampire squid to get the 10 win. So I think this, I'm trying to find what pack is this weekly. I'm a little confused. This one here is definitely this weekly. Maybe I should change my team name each week. That would probably help the cipher, huh? The wrinkled balls is just so good. I think this one is this week too, which we got a 10 win. And then we got a 10 win trying to change the red panda into something else. And we didn't even get to change it. And then I just kept going for red pandas trying to get, and then I had this red panda that was level 3 and the cat fit. Okay, so let me explain the tech, right? When you buy a red panda, it can transform into any pet of that same tier. Red panda's a tier 5 pet, so you have a couple of turns to get a different tier 5 pet if you get lucky enough with a level up on turn 7 to get it. But if you buy one on turn 9 and beyond, it'll transform into any tier 6 pet from any pack, right? The hidden ones, even like the vampire squid. Even the hidden ones like the vampire squid. Said it twice because it's that crazy, huh? So I knew that I needed the secret achievement, not the secret, but, and the catfish, at the beginning of the turn, it activates the buy ability of the nearest friend ahead, or gives 4 hearts. I think they changed it to that maybe. So I just kept re-procking the red panda, try to get the vampire squid, and I had already gotten this one to level 3, and then I bought another red panda because I'm like, oh, we'll just plug in another tier 6 pet, and then I get the vampire squid, and I was like, dang it. So that one sucked, but I just kept doing that to try to get it. As you see, I got another 10 win by just having a red panda and a really good team. So the goal for the video, first run here, we're gonna play on normal mode on the weekly pack, get a 10 win. Then we're gonna go up to hard mode, try to get a 10 win. And then for the third run of the video, we're gonna go for that red panda tech and explain it. But I'll use other pets to try to show you guys the best way to win. You guys ready? Okay, I think I'm ready. Fish is pretty good tier 1 fodder. It's a 2/3. When you level it up, it gives some stats to the friends. The pied tamarin can be a good buy. Faint, spend a trumpet to deal 3 damage. The only problem is we don't have any trumpets yet. The groundhog is in the pack. So there's 2 schools of thought. You could buy this, hopefully get a groundhog eventually. The Tsustinoko, that was terrible, is solid enough to where I can buy that. It'll jump to the head, to the front. It'll be a 3/2. I'm gonna roll past the pied tamarin. But if we get a groundhog, like, hey, kinda interested, we could keep him in the back. He could summon the golden retriever after, and that'll probably be the best way for us to get the win. So even though I skipped the pied tamarin, we could have bought that instead. You know, there's a million combinations you can do, and it's so early. Like, this is turn 1, and we're already thinking deep. We're using our super auto noggins. That's a Chuck Noggin reference. And the turn, am I really gonna change my name? You know what? Sure, I can get the wrinkled balls again. I've only had it for like a month straight anyway. Move the green screen over. We're going against the spicy aunties. Let's see if we can best them. Let's see what we can do here. It looks like a loss to me. That's not good. Otter is pretty good this week, man. I really like the otter. I'll buy the otter, and I'll buy one of you dudes', and I'll buy another one of you guys', And that's it. We got a level up coming next turn. We can roll into another Groundhog, into another Tishnoko. I'm trying to pronounce it. You can't tell me I'm not trying. Okay, their team is a little 3 squad. They got a fish, an otter, and a moth. Moth gives some extra attack to the pet in the front. I feel like we were gonna win this, but now I'm seeing it, and I'm honestly happy with a tie. They're playing as the purple aunties. A lot of auntie teams going on. So many aunties, we could have an auntie team. The goldfish. So while trying to do that red panda tech, I was buying a lot of goldfishes. At the start of the turn, they increase their sell value. And if you level up the goldfish, their sell value increases by 2 and then by 3. We're not gonna buy one now because we're here to get a 10 win. I'm not here to do the achievement thing. I'm here to be dominating. And we're started off 0-0 because we didn't lose a life, so we're just chilling. We'll start with a level up here. And the 2 pets I'm not really feeling. The centipede can be fun. It's not really my style. When you buy a friend, it gains 1/1 health for what tier the pet is until next turn. So if we buy this guy and then buy the tier 2 goldfish, this guy's stats will go up by 2/2 and he'll be a 3/6. That's kind of similar to a G6. Shout out to Far East Movement. The guinea fowl will get 2 trumpets each time it's hurt. It only has 3 health. And I'm still leaning towards this instead of the centipede because, like, I don't know how often I'm going to be cycling in and buying new pets. Now, if you do get the centipede, there are some pretty good tech to do with it. I'm convincing myself. The buffalo also has some tech. Like, the friend sold, it gains stats until next turn. So it's a lot of temporary stats going on. And I don't know the best way to capitalize off of an empty slot. That would be the Macaque. Start a battle, summon a 12/12 orangutan. That is one line that we can take. And what's really funny is they're actually in a line. All these pets that I just mentioned are all in a line. That's actually really weird. What a coincidence, huh? I'm gonna go with the guinea fowl. I don't like the idea of pinning myself to temporary stats too often. Sometimes I do, but excuse me. You know the C4 are gonna make a brother burp a lot. Hella burps. I'm thinking about buying this dude, but I also see the Antarctic krill. And maybe we can get a good pull out of this. So you buy this, it'll give us a perk from tier 2. It'll cost 1 gold. We get cherries and we get fairy dust. I think more trumpets can be good. Fairy dust can be good with a couple of pets in this pack. The first one I thought of was the musk ox. So we just gotta move our group around a little bit. I'm gonna give this to, I guess, the guinea fowl? The guinea fowl is most likely to stay on the team. It's the highest tier. All these other guys are kind of expendable. We don't even have to buy this guy for the level up, but I suspect some luck. Let's try to expand the vocabulary, eh? So they got a guinea fowl, and I also have the pied tamarin on level 2. So 2 pets of our team are gonna take 3 damage for 1 trumpet. None of them were the guinea fowl, and that's actually good because the fairy dust will be able to proc and we'll get the 2 mana snipe here. And that makes a difference for us. And we're able to close out and be victorious and get our first win of the run. I believe that calls for a yippee-yow-ki-yay. I wasn't gonna yippee-yow-ki-yay. That was for you guys, the yippee-yow-ki-yay. Have you yippee-yow-ki-yay yet? I couldn't even say the sentence right. Oh man, I'm having a good time. I want to level up the groundhog, but the guy in me wants to wait until turn 5 so I can have access to a tier 4. I'm not sure what tier 4 pet I actually want, but I know I want to wait. Could keep it in the shop frozen, but we have 7 gold, so I think we can make some moves, which means we would either sell the fish or the otter. When we bought the otter, it appears that it hit the fish, so it's a 2/4. I'm tempted to keep that instead. So now we'll roll, and we get another groundhog. Honestly, we'll buy it. Because if we can get a level 3 and we end up pulling the bison, it's GG's, man. You know what the bison is. Come on now. Listen, if there's any Super Auto fans watching and y'all don't know the bison and you haven't had a bison run yet, let me know. let's talk about it, man. It's the bison. It's the bison, dude. The bison's the most common guy since like the puppy back in 2021. Or the dog, not the puppy. The dog? Yeah, the dog. The OG dog. Okay, so we have some duplicates in the shop in the mole. Not really interested in mole this week. Here's the musk ox that we were yapping about earlier. But we start with the level up that really dictates everything. We get the cockatoo and we get the cuckoo. I haven't figured out the best way to run the cuckoo in this pack. The only thing I can see is the snake. Let me explain the cuckoo. When an enemy faints, it summons a 1/1 bad chicks up front for the enemy. Early. Can summon up to 2. I don't know why it says early. But there's the cuckoo chick. So yeah, it'll summon that on the other team. And it's not like there's any pets on our team that get better from getting hurt or attacking extra. It's just this extra snake snipes that I see the possibility of. Kind of looking again over right now just to make sure I'm not talking out my ass, which I probably am. There's a lot of things to take into accountability in this game. But I think we're going to go with the musk ox and also buy this cockatoo to give it some more health. So that means I'm going to sell this fish, put this dude here, little growl, buy that guy. It hits the guinea fowl instead, which honestly is still fine because this guy will have more health to get hurt with. The musk ox can comfortably go in the second slot here or in the back, because in the back this guy will faint and the trumpet will spawn and then will faint. But up here, you know, this guy's going to jump to the front and then this guy's going to jump to the front. We could like start with this guy in the front, but it doesn't matter. This guy's going to jump to the front anyway. And then it'd be this guy jumping to the front. So the musk ox would, you know. So hopefully that made sense. I don't know. Kind of thinking about a lime. The lime makes the most sense on the guinea fowl, but I don't want to replace the fairy dust I put on him. I kind of forgot that the lime was in this pack. You take 1 less damage. I think you guys could read it here. I get scared that I keep blocking the text and I'm not explaining enough, but I think we're chilling right now. I'm looking at selling the cockatoo and maybe buying the Dimetrodon and then a piece of lettuce. I think that makes the most sense. So the Dimetrodon will give everybody +1/+1 on the team, not itself. Or it'll summon a 5/5. We're not running the empty space. And the lettuce will give 3 pets from the current shop tier or higher +1/+1. So 3. So we're making the most out of our lettuce. Absolute bars there. That was a great turn for us. I believe we're about to turn up. They got the muskox in the front. However, we're gonna get 2 increases of health triggering from it because we got this guinea fowl jumping to the front. Yeah, we're balling now. On an absolute roll. And the reason I say that is because, like, pause it right here. We got a 6/5 left. We have another 6/5 left that's going to summon 2 trumpets. Then we have an 8/8, and then we have the 2/4. Like, come on. We are rolling. We are rolling. Brussels sprouts is chill. Cod roe is super chill. If we want to keep investing in this musk ox, which like we do, but like we don't, but like we do, but like we don't. Like I'd like to give this to a pet I know I'm going to keep, but right now this guy's going to jump to the front. The mandrake is a pet that I always really like. Start of battle, make 1 tier 2 or lower enemy dazed, and it prioritizes faint pets. The dazed ability means it prevents the ability from activating. So, you know, you get later on, I don't even know what has good faint abilities. I guess it'd be the Hydra, the Blue Jay. I almost literally called him the Mordecai. I guess there are a couple of faint pets, but there aren't too many. But either or, the dazed can still do something in battle. Like, obviously, if it hits the Sharb, kind of gets rid of the Sharb's ability. Thinking about selling this guy for the Mandrake and then buying Cod roe for him. Yeah, sure. Why not? We just won by so much, like, we're able to experiment. That's kind of, like, how I'm convincing myself now. Brussels sprouts on the muskox because it's going to be pretty strong. It'll get stronger by 3/6 now. Shout out to Far East Movement once again. I didn't realize I think about Far East Movement this much. Sucks we can't use the lettuce because next turn The lettuce won't hit tier 3s, it'll hit tier 4s and above, which is none of the guys on our team. We could sell this groundhog and plug in a second muskox. Why not? Why not? And we'll freeze another cod roe because this muskox, you know, it'll benefit from more cod roe somehow. Okay, so the mandrake hits this black-necked stilt, so they will not have an extra 4 trumpets. They will create a little bit of trumpets because this guy is a 2/3. He'll get hit at least once. Same with our guinea fowl. Even though it has 7 health, it's still getting hit at least once. But those 2 trumpets make a difference, especially now that we have this second muskox in the back. So there's that, and it's looking like this first muskox is going to finish him off. I kind of want to give him a name, but I also don't want to get attached to him because this muskox that we're starting with, it's only a tier 3, so like we could stick by it, but there's another pet that does a little bit better with a similar ability, which is the shark. And there's another pet beyond that with a similar ability, similar synergy that does better, which is the Spinosaurus. Friend faints, give a random friend +2/+3. So like we have the muskox strat of get some cod roe, you know, get some extra spawns in, because in this pack there aren't too many extra spawns. You know, there's the groundhog, there's the groundhog making the trumpets, right? But there's no slug, there's no slime. The only thing that spawns something is this hydra, and that is late game. And we're gonna try to get a hydra maybe. Maybe. I think a hawk is really good in this pack. Just a quick 7 snipe. The way that you guys for yourself can determine if a sniping pet is good or not is simply look at the food in the shop. That is a great way to know, like, is this worth it? Maybe it's not. Look in the shop, man. There's barely any food to make your pets stronger. Stats-wise, there's a peach, there's a lettuce, there's a lasagna, and there's an ice cream, and that's not even doing HP. Now, in this weekly as well, there is Brussels sprouts, which will block for damage, and there is potato, which will also block for ability damage. I don't see that many potatoes in my runs. I really don't. I see potatoes like when somebody has a grizzly bear and it's in the back. Which honestly, a potato on a Spinosaurus is probably the way to go, or a snake for this pack. I don't know if I was putting any perk on them. Well, you can get a lot of perks because the Antarctic krill as well. But I can identify that the hawk is good. And I'm kind of thinking about taking him over the Dimetrodon. This guy's gonna get a 4/4 stats. This guy's gonna, like, I think this is the move. And then cod row him because we do have this extra muskox. And like I'm saying, I'm thinking Spinosaurus, man. I'm thinking this parlays into a Spinosaurus Timosaurus. We could keep rolling to look for level ups. There's an opportunity to buy a health potion for this guy or even a fig. I'm gonna keep it rolling and look for duplicates, knowing that we already are winning by so much. We don't need the extra 3 gold for the extra 2 health on the extra mandrake. See, and even if we did get the extra 2 health on the extra 2 gold on the extra mandrake, he would have died in 1 hit anyway. So that specific time. Maybe I'll keep track of the hypothetical health potion going forward each round. I got too many other things to think about. That was sarcasm. They had some trumpets going off, and they had the giant isopod, which gives health going forward. Each time it spends the trumpets, it gives more health in battle. It is temporary health, but that is a very strong temporary unit to have going and doing the thing. We are barely able to edge out this other muskox, which is pretty good, man. I think the giant isopod is pretty nifty. Especially if you have a yak or a Highland cow, not the yak. Where's the yak? The yak is not in this pack. A Highland cow, which will start the battle with trumpets, and then you can have this guy in the front. Yeah, give friends +2 health, spend 2 trumpets to give 1 more health in the future. It's pretty solid, man. Pretty solid. Maybe we'll do that next time around. I'm thinking about combining the musoxes. I must ask you a question. Combine them together. Get the crow. Sell the crow. I'm not gonna buy it yet because we're 1 turn away from tier 6 pets. I see this antelope, and I see how many spawns we have, and I think this is the best option for now. We can Antarctic krill for the road, or we can roll for dupes. I'm gonna roll for dupes. We get another hawk. Yeah, that's just a buy. And one more roll. Nothing else there. There is a chickpea in this pack too. We haven't really talked about that, and that's very interesting. If you get a tier pet early, like let's say I got a tier 5 pet and I don't like it, I want to change it. Chickpea, man. Transforms the pet into another pet of the same tier and gives 2 friends +1/+1. So it has a benefit and then it has a benefit. That's a double benefit. I'm trying to think if there's a word for that. I don't know. Mandrake hit the antelope, so we're not going to be creating extra trumpets this turn. And they're not going to be getting extra HP from their silk moth. I said it like that because the silk moth isn't really, like it's not really stopping too much. It's given +3 health. It works 2 times per turn if the friend ahead gets hurt doesn't faint. It's a mid ability, but it is negating them a wee bit. Enough, not enough. Like I still mocked it because like pretty mockable, but I don't know if we win this. It depends on what the beluga whale has inside of it, and it has nothing. They bought it and we're not able to feed it something to have an extra pet, which is fair. I do that all the time, to be honest. We have a piece of chocolate and we have 2 pets that are on the edge of leveling up. The musk ox is what we've been riding with. I'm leveling up the hawk though. I don't know why. I just feel it that way around. And we get the dude that we wanted to, the Spinosaurus. Get this guy off the team, Spinosaurus. And I'm gonna Brussels sprout him early. I just don't want him to die. Hopefully that 5 damage can help do what it do. Guinea fowl level up, not interested in that. I'm interested in the cod roe. I'm interested in making as many spawns happen as possible and leveling up. And that's exactly what we're gonna do. That's exactly what we're gonna do. Our hawk gets sniped, but then we're gonna snipe their hawk. Take that, punk! We win this. Their team is boo-boo. Like, we have a Spinosaurus. We're not gonna lose. Like, I'm not being cocky. I'm just being honest, chat. I'm just being honest. I'm kind of thinking for our next run, because like I said, next run we're gonna do on the hard mode. And I'm thinking if it'd be more interesting if I wasn't allowed to use the same pets, but I don't think so. I think I'll still allow myself to use whatever. Cause like Spinosaurus is so good. He's so good. I think it's time to sell the guinea fowl. Ox is still gonna do its thing with the 2 spawns. Honestly, we could put the ox back here now. I don't want to keep the ox forever. I do want to keep the hawk though. I have identified that I really like the hawk. Guinea fowl is cool and it is another spawn with the groundhog, but we're gonna rotate the crow in. And there's another crow. There's another crow. All right, quick story time. I was on my friend's Twitch stream. Shout out to Chef for Brains. And we were playing Fortnite. I haven't played Fortnite in a couple months, but the reason I got back on was they added Mordecai and Rigby and Skips to the game from the hit show Regular Show. And during the stream, I just kept asking Chef different questions of like, example, name a bird that has black feathers. Crow! And I just kept going into like the that they do. I did it like 15 times and we laughed like schoolgirls every time we did it. Yeah, thank you for the story time. Go follow Chef for Brains on Twitch. I'm thinking of how I want to run this, man. We could sell this crow, have all the chocolate ready for next. Yeah, I think we're going to sell this crow, freeze it, and then give one to the Spinosaurus. Next turn, the Spinosaurus will get the next chocolate. So that means we are running a 4-squad Marty right now. Hopefully it works out for us, man. Hopefully it works out for us. They got a good team, man. They got a hawk, they got a yak, they got an antelope, they got a Quasiluticos. Coatless. That's not an animal, by the way. I don't know what I'm looking at. Faint, give the pet that knocked it out and its friends +2/+2. So maybe they're going for an achievement. It also is a strong pet when it starts out. But they have a Hydra too. They have the Hawk, which is, like I said, just pretty solid this weekly. The Hydra will spawn a head for each 10 attack that it has. So pretty good, man. Spawns one head right now. It's only turn 10. You can't really get too many high stats on it unless you know what you're doing. And you're watching a guy that knows what he's doing. We did take a loss here, but I promise I know what I'm doing. I promise. That is our first heart loss here, so we will not get a perfect run. But hey, perfect's not the goal, man. The goal is honestly to just vibe. Level up the Spinosaurus. Booyashaka. What does Cyborg say? I can't even think. Booyah! Alpaca or a Team Spirit. Team Spirit, when a pet levels up, everybody gets +1/+1. If it happens in battle, I think it's temporary. Otherwise, we would just buy like 3 of these and then have 2 of these and just be the strongest team of all time. Alpaca is good for pivoting. That's how I've always looked at it. But since they've updated it, and I've barely noticed, it gives triple experience in battle. Why does that matter for a friend that's summoned? Well, this week there's a bunch of cod roe, and that summons a fish. And when the fish level up, you get extra stats. So honestly, I'm going to buy that. Did you guys hear that little I like that, man. I like that a lot. So yeah, we can buy that, and not only does it help us pivot for the future, like when we get a Hydra, because I want a Hydra, by the way, it'll start with an extra level up, but it'll also help in battle right now with the thing I just said. I feel like I'm repeating myself, so I'm gonna move on. There's the Hydra. We could get him on the team right now and get rid of the Mandrake. We can get rid of the Muskox because that's the one I want to get rid of too. The Mandrake is really good, but the thing is we haven't leveled it up. And it's only dazing tier 2 or lower. So this turn we're gonna see if it even hits, if there even is a tier 2 for it to hit. And it's also better to keep right now because it has the cod roe on it. It's having another summon. The Muskox was good, and it, you know, we can hit a little salute for it. But the goal with this team is as many summons as possible, and the Spinosaurus will hit this guy more than likely, because as these pets drop off, it'll have no choice but to hit the Hydra, and the Hydra benefits from having more stats on it. It'll summon more heads, and if it has more heads, the heads can faint, and then the heads will get hit with the extra stats. It's just really good overall. This team is solid, man. We might take another loss. You know, it will come to some RNG here. 2 level 2 bisons, a level 3 groundhog, and an orangutan that'll still trigger even though I sniped it. No big deal. No big deal. Man, those are some big bisons. I'm a fan of this squad. So far, no health to the Hydra. There's some Hydra, and then the Hydra will get hit again, I hope. Okay, so if it gets over 20 health, it'll summon 2 heads. But like, did the heads even matter? Yo, chat, did the heads even matter? What do you guys think? Did you guys think we were losing to the Bison team? I didn't. I just really liked the team still. I really liked it. We have a piece of chocolate. I'm gonna give it to the Hydra. So now, instead of summoning level 5 heads, it'll summon 10 heads. The Catfish activates the buy ability on the nearest friend ahead once or give it 4 health. This is honestly the best way to scale this week. There aren't a vast selection of buy pets, but the best one you can get is the Zebra. Gives a random friend +2/+2. Pretty nice. Pretty nice. I don't think we need to focus on scaling. I think I'm going to get rid of this Mandrake. I'm going to buy this Alpaca. They're going to level each other up. Then we're going to level them up and get another Alpaca. What? I didn't want that. I did not want that. I'll get them anyway. I'll get them anyway. Are we just going to keep the Alpaca? Well, let's see if we can even win. The Nightcrawler is pretty good. It will, it's tier 2. It's pretty good for our build, I should say. It summons a Daycrawler. I think it's called a Daycrawler. with 3 attack and 1 health for each friend summoned this turn. So we're kind of trying to summon a lot of things. And this is the best pet to put inside of the beluga whale to maximize your summons for the Spinosaurus. We are kind of looking for a beluga whale. So we could keep this guy, honestly. There's a Spinosaurus. We can keep it in hopes that we maybe see one, but we're winning pretty fast here. They have a good team. This musk ox, what? I can't even say it. This musk ox is really strong, and it has the melon slice, which will block for 10 damage once. And it's got the snake behind it, dealing 10 damage. So we gotta get pretty lucky. There goes the fish, dude. Dude, fish was pretty cracked with the double alpaca, honestly. That was kind of sweet, yo. It's kind of sweet. Okay, the Hydra. I don't want the Hydra to go down early, but the snake is probably gonna hit it. Okay, that's perfect. That's actually perfect. So now he's at 23. That guy will get sniped, but he'll live. And then there's 2 heads. And this guy's gonna attack for 10 again. Okay, yeah, we're fine. I was pretty nervous, but we do it. We do it. That is 9 wins. Count them 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I'm just trying to get my camera to stay a little bit. Hi guys. Thanks for watching the video. Okay. Sell the hawk. Buy the Spinosaurus. It's level 2 now. Buy this alpaca. That's level 2 now. Holy shit. Combine the Spinosauries. Buy the Hydra. What the hell? Like, what noise was that? I don't know. Listen, man. Listen, we're at 9 wins, we're at 4 hearts. We just have a hodgepodge of Hydras and Spinosauruses and this Nightcrawler, which is going to be really mid. Nobody's got Cod Row on it. We're not maximizing, but we are benefiting. We're not maximized, but we are benefiting for sure. 2 level 2 Hydras, 1 level 3 Spinosaurus left over. Their team is getting stronger and stronger rapidly, but like, if we can get 1 more hit on this, it'll summon 3 heads. I want to watch it summon 3 heads. It's gonna summon 3. Nope, it's not gonna summon 3 heads. GG's, man. Yeah, any questions? I can't see the comment section right now. Tricked you. All right, let's play it again, but crank it up to a hard mode run. My goal is to do the catfish this time. Maybe still the Spinosaurus because you guys saw how dominant it was. We got it and really didn't look back. We're gonna go with the moth. We're gonna go with the groundhog. Oh, these pets are. I'm gonna go silk moth here because this guy does have 3. Why did it sound like that? Peach might be worth freezing. The stats of the future. Nah, yeah, I'll freeze it just in case we need to buy the food. And super auto nuts. Sorry, I am a child sometimes. I really am. They're running a 2 squad, man. I don't think that is how you get a win on turn 1. Rarely, but we're able to tie, and that's good for us. That is a super auto good time. Let's see some duplicates, man. We get a double otter, which I literally love. We're able to get another silk moth. We don't need to keep the peach frozen. We'd rather have Antarctic krill. We'd rather have cod roe. Now I'm really gaming. Now I'm thinking my hardest. 2 beavers? No, because we already have 2 that are 1 off, and we want to get some tier 2s. The real pet that I love, and I think if you guys have been watching for a while, you guys know this, and I didn't even get it last turn, the wyvern. So I want to keep my shop open and try to get a wyvern. When you level up any pets, even if it is the wyvern, you'll gain an extra pet from the next tier to pick from. And by having more options, you're able to navigate to success a little easier. We're gonna put the otter in the front and give it the attack and give it a silk moth friend. This silk moth will hang out with this moth. I think this is a little bit better, but only time will tell, chat. They're running some pink robins. Not really sure the best way to do that. I think I tried to look last night. And there we go. We're able to cheese a win, man, just by having the groundhog in the back. If you have one groundhog in the back, that's the best way to do it. If you have one without like the pied tamarin, it'll just be a cheeky little summon. I see the black neck still. I think I'm just gonna go for that, man. Which, like I just said, no more trumpet boys in the back. We'll do it like this. Maybe we'll do it like this. Nah, we'll do it like this. Let's roll a couple times. Antarctic krill. Now let's roll first. Groundhog no level up is a shame. Tempted to sell the moth for the angry pygmy hog because we're almost guaranteed to get 5 attacks because it'll be 1, 2, 3, 4 golden retriever pygmy hog. So yeah, we could get sniped by the pied tamarin early, or maybe some other factor. But I like the idea of that. Do I like a ground? I think I'm gonna roll past the groundhog, man. That'd be the next guy I sell for a better pet, and we want to try to get a level up here. We want to maximize our options for that, and we fucking don't. There's 2 night crawlers though. I'm honestly down to shit. I don't like that noise. It makes me uncomfortable. Freezing the cod row so we can have the most benefit of the nightcrawler because we're, I guess, looking to level it up, which means I guess looking to keep it a little bit. Our silk moth just did numbers at keeping this otter alive, man. It is like a mercy. That's an Overwatch reference. Pied tamarin does get the snipe, not on the angry pygmy though, so we will have, well, now we'll have the angry pygmy. I think we at least tie this. Yeah. Wait. We're blocking for 2 damage, so my boy's gonna, yeah, okay. Listen, ties are good, man. The longer I can hang out, the more entertaining it is. Look at how distraught this guy is to draw. I'm talking about how it's a good thing. He's like, oh! Like he's physically hurt. He's squatting down and man, get me off that screen. You see his eye? Man, do we level up now? We did just tie. It might be nice to have a tier 3, but tier 4 is where it gets cracking a little bit, like bison, like do. Let's start there. No silk moth level up. Cod row onto this guy. It'll be an extra song, a summon. An extra song is crazy. It'll be an extra summon for our nightcrawler, who's not really summoning anything yet. Put him in the front, and we'll just roll it out. I think we'll lose on this round because it's hard mode and because I'm scared. It's going to be an uphill battle because we don't get to take this guinea fowl out in one hit. But they definitely fed it a little peach, man. I saw that extra 2 health it had on it. I peeped that. I peeped that. I kind of wanted to pause it and talk about that silk moth. If you guys noticed, the otter had 2 health. Silk moth gave it 3. Guy on the other team had 3 attack. If I had leveled up the silk moth, it would have helped us to live there. So that's kind of like the pros and cons of leveling up early versus waiting. I think it's better to wait, especially since now we have the result of the fact that we won. They'll be using the shot. But if you need to get a win, don't be afraid to level up. You need your pets to be stronger. That 1 HP, like, literally would have made a difference that run. Holy smokes. It is the bison boy. Sell the otter to get the bison on the team. I know we don't have a level 3 yet, but I'll find a way to get one. There is a tech to get it easier tier 3 pet, sorry, level 3 pet. And that's by using the bass. I believe it's pronounced bass, right? This word is bass. As the musician in me, I pronounce this bass. So the bass, if you sell it, it'll give experience to a level 2 sell pet, which would be the beaver. If we had a bunch of beavers in the beginning, we would do that. The golden beetle is a sell pet. The goldfish is not. I'm a fool for that one. Is there any other side? You know, there's a crow. There's the zebra as well. But oh my god, the zebra would be really good if we do the catfish tech. But yeah, I do want a bison. I do want a bison. I do. So we'll get rid of this guy. Angry Pygmy Hog is still doing numbers. Just buy this, roll out. Right now we're most likely to get a Silk Moth, leveling uppy. I'm tempted to like freeze this, but no. We're just gonna have to like hopefully get a level 3 with our bison, but if we don't, I'm not afraid to sell it and move on. See, they have the level 3 and they have the bison and they have the wyvern. They got a great looking team here, man. That's the thing about hard mode. Every team looks great. I love it. I'm starting to like it a lot more. So that ink makes this guy deal 3 less damage. So we're doing 1 damage to that cardinal. That's okay. I still think we tie this. Yeah. Yes. Yes. We love that. Ooh. Whoa. Okay. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's 30 pets right now. We can roll right now and get a Silk Moth. We have a 1 in 30 chance 3 times. So that's 3 in 90. Any statistic? So what? That's like a 3.8% chance to get it. We could roll right now, get the Silk Moth so the bison starts scaling. We can buy the black neck. We're not going to buy this guy. We'll wait till next turn. I think I'm actually just going to roll and hope for the best. I was ready to pog. We can keep rolling. We don't have to buy a fig. We did just tie. I think I have to buy the fig so we can be like a little bit competent. I did go for the chance though. That is a lot of this game is going for the chance, man. Sadly, it is like low key just the slot machine game. But I try not to think about it like that. They got this muskox going absolutely crazy. We sniped the angry pygmy, or the pygmy before he's angry. I'm really confused. What pet did they just have in the front? Did it get hurt 3 different times for that muskox to get? What pet did they just have? That's our first big defeat. See, he looks just sad. He's wyvern. Pygmy hog goes away. No, because there's another one here. Yeah, Pygmy Hog's going away. We could have bought him and tried to level him up, but I'm not feeling him. Give me the black neck stilt with some options. Beluga whale for the summons. Red panda for the randomness. Giant isopod for the scaling and future scaling. All good options here. I'm leaning red panda. It would be for the black neck stilt because I want to get a level up. I really want to get a level up. So sell. Hopefully we get a good tier 5 pet that's a difference maker right now. Whoa. Triceratops, baby. Crane is cool. Snow leopard is cool. Triceratops, and the reason I reacted like that, he's got a pair of pants on his head, is because there's this cuckoo, and that is what we can use for this Triceratops for real. Oh my god. Yeah, I'm gonna do it like this. I really am. There's another wyvern. Lettuce could be effective. I'm kind of think we have to put our bison that isn't doing anything first. Because our Triceratops is only a 4/4 and we gotta make it a little bit stronger. So like the Silk Moth can do the thing, so like the cuckoo can do its thing. Yeah, we're getting bossed on this game. They got Ambrosia, which is gonna block for some damage here. But hey, we have a 10-9 Silk Moth. Hey. I think we're gonna be going down. I don't think I can save this run. Lettuce me, Brussels sprout me, wyvern me. Don't think much about it, man. There's another bison. Am I giving up on the bison? But I won't. Not yet. Not yet. Okay, this team is pretty solid. They have double pygmy hogs. They have a single pygmy hog now. Triceratops exactly blocked 5 damage, but we are going to get a couple of hits from it now. We could hold on here. I know that this guy's going to summon a 10-10, but can't we tie? No, we can't tie. Can't we tie? No, we can't tie. Really close, though. Story of my freaking life, bro. We gotta use this chocolate on the silk moth. Okay, how about this? Give me a second. Loading. I think we can commit to the Triceratops. I don't see a real problem with it. But we have to get a level 3 if we do. Oh my god, I'm thinking really hard. I think we have to do the silk moth. I think that's like the only way. There's the catfish. Catfish will give the health to the Triceratops. Silk moth will just exist and be our tier 3 for our bison. Which means we're selling this and maybe selling this so we can have a red panda, even though this guy works so well with the Triceratops. We could also sell this and do alpaca, bison, have the bison be level 2. I'm not going to think that hard about it. I think that's a solid plan. Level that guy up. Now he's level 2. He'll scale even faster. These are good. The Highland Cow's good, but I want something that benefits more from a Triceratops, because like it's gonna get all the stats. I'd rather have the stats be able to happen in battle, like this guy's start of battle. I think I'm just gonna go red panda. There's also a possibility we just durian and run the 4 squad, but no, red panda. Excuse me. Shuffle their position and give stats. It's crazy, bro. Albatross isn't going to help us right now. Green sea turtle is chill, but I don't even know if we have 5 enemy attacks in us to survive, really. I'm just going to go the Komodo. Like whatever. Like the silk moth hitting the Triceratops isn't that important. The worst thing that could happen is silk moth in the front. Why do I talk? Oh my god, this team is so good. They have the strongest fish I've ever seen. They have a Hydra that already has such strong attack. A reindeer, a snake behind the Hydra. Like, this is a great team, man. And they're only at 3 wins and 1 heart left at that point in their run. Holy smokes, dude. Alpaca's gone. A third red panda. There's the vampire squid. Leviathan is pretty chill. Leviathan would be really chill if we had the open slot and did the other guy around. We're just going to go Baycat because it's the best we can do. This is bad, though. Holy smokes. Lasagna for the Triceratops because this guy getting stronger is what actually keeps us alive. Because we'll have more stats with them. Silk Moth, once again, not doing anything other than being a level 3. Oh my god! Oh my god! Can we tie this? Okay, sweet. We live to tell the tale for a couple more seconds. There's nothing to talk about with that. That's honestly just like a super lucky run, which is hard mode, is just literally going against the best teams. They get an early level 3 with the tier 1 pet and then a bunch of bison. Big dubs for them, not gonna lie. I don't know what we're looking for. Lasagna is good and Peach is good. I'm honestly just sticking with the stats, man. Silk Moth behind the Triceratops. This is a good run for us now. The Komodo's giving stats. We're feeding the guy some food. They have a rock hopper from the randomness of the red panda, and it's level 2. So this guy will jump to the front and give 24 trumpets. This guy has a mushroom on it, meaning it's going to spawn not once but twice. Just like the strongest team of all time, every shitting time. It would literally be better for the Bison to die early so we could have gotten some Triceratops hits, but, and it doesn't even, okay. Maybe we tie this. Like maybe there's a tie opportunity here. Oh my God, what? That's actually me. Now this makes so much, that makes sense. Now that makes sense. A peach on this guy? Ooh, we could chickpea the silk moth. We could anglerfish and get a rock hopper maybe. We can get a zebra buy and sell. Baycat isn't bad. We just can't level it up. It's like the big problem. We need chocolates. Chickpea the Baycat and get a snake. I have no idea what to do. I think I just roll. The problem with having so many red panda pets is just that you can't really level them up easily. Honestly, why not? Antarctic krill. Tomato or steak? I'll go tomato. A mushroom. Oh my God, that is unfortunate. We would have loved a mushroom on the Baycat. Even if it does get shuffled into the front, it's still pretty solid. And it got shuffled into the front that time. I didn't freeze it because we want chocolate. Pretty good looking team here. They got a nice trumpet-based squad. However, they're just not terribly strong. Like I'm honestly not too worried looking at this team. They have 6 wins, which is kind of crazy to me. We did pretty all right there. The more I am looking at our team, I hate it. I honestly do not like it. I like it a little bit. I can't say we're not one bit, but a snake coming onto the squad would be nice. I'm riding the high of this Komodo. I like a mushroom on the Baycat, but I just can't. I'm honestly gonna keep rolling. This is a disaster. This is terrible. Fig. Like this is bad. That was such a bad turn, but we did win by a lot that last one. So maybe we'll be able to replicate some greatness again. Oh my God. Oh my God. A 28-46, dude. That is a strong puppy. One strong pup. One strong pup. We're still winning though. And I felt confident in it the whole time. It's just a little bit scary and overwhelming when you see a pet so strong. I wish our Triceratops was level 2, because then it would give so much more, like it would look so much better. I wish that our Komodo is level 2. I wish that literally everybody on our team could level up. I wish that I could do anything about these 2 beautiful level up stats, but I'm not selling anybody. I'm just here to look for chocolate. Like that's all. Chocolate or lasagna. What's going on with me saying things and it happening? What is up with that? I'm just gonna lasagna the Triceratops. That's the best. If this was a level up opportunity for this pet, or this pet, I would do that. Leveling up the Bison is gonna give 3-6 stats instead. Shout out to Far East Movement. I don't think that moves the needle as much as the Triceratops having more health and more attack. I don't know who we're gonna give the chocolate to on this next turn. I think the Komodo, because of the permanent widespread stats. I like that idea the most, but we have to get another piece of chocolate. We also, hold on, I'm locked in. Komodo goes down early from the snake. Snake is gonna have one more snipe on it. I feel good about this. It's a level 3 Nyala. So that's basically a 50-50 that it's gonna summon, right? Do I still feel good, chat? Do you think I still feel good? It's not a 50-50, don't worry guys. It's a 48-48. It's okay. What the Hey, we survived till turn 14. I'm not even that mad. That was such a terrible team. Our team, not theirs. Our team. Bad. Boo. But we did okay there. I'm not too upset about it. And what did I say was the last run? Oh yeah, Red Panda achievement hunting. Beaver me. That guy. Run it again. Beaver. Boom. Freeze that guy for the dupes. And let's be the Super Auto Nuts. Sniffing nuts. Yeah, that's definitely a cashew. This is a win, man. They got the moths in the back with their one attack. I gotta put a moth in the front there. Even though I think they had the jumping pet, so it wouldn't have mattered. Little jumper. Let's do groundhog in the back because we know what it does. Another beaver. So the beavers right now are doing good because, like I said, the bass can be sold to help level that up, opening up an easy market to get a level 3 early on. If you're gonna go for the bison, go for the cell pet. Beaver's the first one you can get. They're running a 3 squad, man. I'm not nervous for that at all. They leveled up early to get a squid, and that did not pay off at all for them. I'm trying not to bring in the aggression that just happened from last turn. This is a different run. I still feel the tension of last run within me, and I'm hoping to escape that and possibly get over it. Is there a perk to having a cardinal around? Maybe with the Antarctic krill we could create something. But I don't think so. If we got like a blackberry, but I'm gonna go mandrake. I'm gonna combine Drake. I'm gonna buy Drake. This beaver's named Drake. This beaver is named Josh. That's a Nickelodeon reference. There we go. Super Auto Nuts versus the Pouting Machines. Guy gets sniped because it has some unagi on it. Just when you think it looks like a loss, we just win. Not really too much to talk about there. Just a stats game and then having the groundhog in the back. We're looking to level up this beaver. Wyvern is great to see. Antarctic krill for the faint bread. Faint bread on our wyvern, or the beaver wyvern. And there's another beaver. So like I'm saying over and over again, beaver easiest to level up. Why? Because bass. Did we get any basses that time to help with the leveling up? No, we just got lucky. Welcome to Super Auto Pets. Can I take your order? This team's looking pretty solid, man. Angry Pygmy in the back. Centipede in the middle there being a little 3-6. Shout out to the far west movement. We are not going to be able to have enough sauce to beat this dude. 5-5 with garlic armor. We do replace the garlic. Nope. I thought the volcano snail would still replace it, but I think it's just a perkless enemy. We get close, but not enough. We take a heart loss there. But hey, level up. Ugh, no bison. No bison. Is there a point to the microbe in this pack? I don't think so. I think we could do microbe with the summon build, and it'd be fun. And when I say point to the microbe, I mean like having a turtle or another pet that would replace our team's weakness with something else. I guess we could have the microbe trigger before the Macaque, and then it could summon an orangutan that's not weak. That'd be a cool way to do it. We want to get more level ups and try to get a bison right now. So these double moths are interesting. We get less rolls this turn. Not really. These don't move our needle. We're not going to be feeding the locusts. We don't have a Triceratops this time. And like I just talked about with the microbe, it's nothing. Mandrake is chill in my book, so run it like that. Put the guy with the faint bread in the back, and hopefully we can cheese a couple wins. They got a squad here, man. Two little seahorses. Our Mandrake effect was a little bit late, so. But definitely a good squad, and like I called, we're able to cheese it out by having the faint bread. And just in the back. It's a good win there. We get a level up. Let's hope for a bison. No bison. But we do get another level up. Sell me. Buy me. Sell me. Ooh. We could give up on the bison dream and level up next turn and try to get the red panda going. Because we want to get the red panda. So I think I'm going to do that. And maybe we'll get a bison in the shop naturally. There's another wyvern. Maybe we sell the moth, double wyvern, level up the mandrake. I really like this video so far. I think that the Super Auto watchers of this video are getting 3 very different runs. One of showing how to get a 10 win with the easy pets for real. Of what's it called, the Spinosaurus. You got to run on hard mode to just see what other teams are running and how to get set up, bison mode. And you're getting a run of me achievement hunting. And that's my favorite part about the game. There's 2 schools of thought, man. Combine the wyverns, keep this guy for another shot. Yeah, I'd rather do that because he's already halfway there. So we'll do that, then level up. We have 3 options, none of which are the pets that we want. We really just wanted the red panda. Nyala helps us win the most going forward. Shark, we're unsure of if we're going to have a bunch of summons. All I know is right now, we're going to be at a point where we have a red panda on our team and a catfish on our team to keep changing the red panda until we hopefully get a vampire squid. We're going to roll for dupes. We're going to roll for bison. There's the dupe ski. Another sharb. Starfish is chill, but it doesn't move the needle for me. I think we get the shark. No. Now I'm sad we didn't get the first shark because it would have been okay. It would have got up to a 12-12 in stats. I just like the idea of an Ayala a little more going forward. Which they're both really solid pets. Both have their perks, both have their benefits. Mandrake did its thing that time by hitting that hawk and not letting it go. That's just a level up, clear as day. That is literally just a level up. Red panda. I was gonna say, dang it, we got another shark, but no, we got the pet we wanted. I don't know if there's any secret tier 5s that I need on my team. As in, I can buy it now and it'll give us a tier 5 to pick from. I'm just gonna wait to buy it next turn and do the tier 6, I believe. Because this team is solid. I don't want to sell you yet. I'll sell, this will be the next guy to go, I believe. Mandrake is doing its thing at level 2. Nyala is good. Wyvern we need to keep until we have all the pets we need for all of our pieces, which would be the catfish. Maybe we do the Spinosaurus build too. But I also want to get this guy on my team now so I'm not clogging up my shop. I'm just going to roll it. That's a great level up. I'm not investing in a Nightcrawler. We know he's not sticking around either. And here we go. We're back into it. Shout out to TurboTax. Do we need to shout out TurboTax? They're going to be everywhere in a couple of days, man. It is that time. It is that time. Oh, dude. I just thought of a crazy video idea, and I wish I was ready for it. Today's Groundhog's Day. We should have did a Groundhog-only team. This video's already over an hour. I'm not fitting that in. But man, is it a good idea. We're able to get a cheesy win. We summon the Daycrawler. Big dubs, man. Okay. Start off Wyvern mode. The only pet we want is maybe an anglerfish for the future, but there's no pets on that team that we want. I'll run the alpaca to give the red panda some more experience. Why do we want to level up the red panda so bad? Because it's easier to level up the red panda than it is to level up the hypothetical vampire squid that I want. We're able to buy more red pandas from the shop instead of just giving it chocolate. So we'll keep it a red panda for as long as we can. I think right now the vibe is this. Alpaca. Yeah. See you later, Beaver. Thank you for all your help. Red panda gets bought, gets some experience. Nothing that we want. This is in this pack. No strawberries going on. No transforming. Skip. We also only want the vampire squid, like I've been saying. Flounder is good. We could buy it and do the feeding it twice thing, but we need a good mix of a team that can win / a team that can tie. Like, we don't want to lose too fast. We have a couple hearts to play with. So I think this makes us just a little bit too weak if we were to buy it right now. But it is a possibility for helping us level up. There's the bison we were half looking for earlier. We could feed the alpaca a chickpea. I wasn't thinking about that as I just rolled by 2 of them. Because that would transform it into another tier 6, which we're looking for. I think Spinosaurus is our best bet. I don't hate this team. Like, it's solid enough between these 2 abilities to where we're a little bit competitive, and I don't feel great about us winning. Our stats are super just mid. Like, the ability of this guy blocking out the blue-footed booty, allowing it to not get some extra defense, is good. The Nyala's gonna step out and do something good in a little bit here. A little strawberry from our kiwi too. And it actually turns out that we lost. I thought we were about to win, but then I forgot that golden retriever was gonna get stronger. Or not forgot, I just didn't notice. Okay, 4 wins to go. 2 hearts left over. Level up the red panda. It's the most obvious. There is our catfish. We want the catfish to get hit by the alpaca. The wyvern is... Oh, we need to win now because we kind of sold that last one. Is it possible to sell both of these? If the mandrake was closer to another level, I'd be more tempted. We're going to give the catfish the effect from the alpaca. I wanted to buy the snake as well. I'm very dumb in this moment. Little bit too foolish. We are going to just send it here. Spinosaurus is what we want because it'll help us win. That'll literally turn our whole organization around. Hopefully. I mean, we need to be competitive for this one. They're running a 3-squad Marty, but their golden retriever is going to be like a 32. Oh, it's gonna be a big one, dude. We don't have the smoke for this guy. So yeah, this run was not very good for the achievement hunting. We died. We're dying a little bit too soon. So there's 2 red panda tries: eagle owl, bakuana, grizzly bear. Not taking any of them because we're looking for the red panda. Because the catfish triggered twice, we can skip and it'll happen again. Once again, no dice on the pet we need. But if you guys are looking to get a 10 win in a really funny way, you can get a bunch of random pets, right? Like we could do this and then possibly climb the scale, but staying loyal, doing what we need to do. Spinosaurus comes onto the team, man. We have a lot of summons. It could go our way. Red panda. This would really help with our Spinosaurus. This would allow us to get a 10 win, but we're here for the achievement, and I'm staying true to that. Grizzly bear is still very goated. Most of y'all know that. Gorilla also goated. Not that good in this pack because it's really hard to get stats in this pack. I'm just going to potato the Spinosaurus. Buying the catfish is the best for our future, but we don't have a future if we don't win or tie this one. I think the Spinosaurus does move our needle a good amount. However, I will acknowledge the fact we're definitely the underdogs in every match we're going into right now. But hopefully the Spinosaurus can carry, man. It looks okay for us, but I don't think it's enough, man. Yeah, there's an 1818 turned 2222. We like almost tied, but it's not enough. And that's okay, man. I'm hoping to get the Vampire Squid achievement this week, and that's literally what I will be doing while I have the opportunity to get it. I'll be playing a ton this week. But let's talk about the weekly, man. Thank you guys for watching that. I hope you guys enjoyed the tactics and the discussion. If you guys want to join the discussion, below there will be a link to the Discord. I'm trying to grow the Super Auto community within my own community. So if you guys are interested in joining, feel free. Tier 1 pet of the week, man. We're giving it to the groundhog. It's Groundhog's Day. Okay. Now that we did that, the pet of the week in the pack, I'm giving it to the Spinosaurus. It's goated. It is extremely goated. Even when there aren't that many summons available in the pack, it still finds a way to be goated. I think all the 10 wins I've gotten so far on this weekly are because of it. Friend faints, gain +2/+3 health, and this multiplies depending upon the level that the Spinosaurus is. You guys know Super Auto pets by now, right? You guys know that there's a bunch of ways to summon pets, and a lot of them are not here. But somehow, this dude is able to shine bright. Just like you. Yeah, that's right, I'm talking to you. Today, you guys are gonna find a great way to shine bright by spreading some love. Remember to make somebody smile. Whether it's yourself, a family member, a stranger, a loved one, somebody in the Super Auto community. Spread that positive energy. Remember, love always wins. See you guys in the next video. Thanks for watching. Peace.